Bolger's jockey Kick for this Premier Junior Camogie Championship final. It's Westmeath playing from left to right as we look at it in the white and maroon against Dublin. 30 minutes aside to decide who will lift the K Mills Cup. Dublin playing into the canal end, and that is Roisin Drohan, picked up in the centre of midfield by Aoife Dooley from Raheny, up into the corner to Emer Keenan. This is the Dublin captain. I lofted ball into the square. This should be easy enough for the goalkeeper. In fact, the combination of goalkeeper and fullback seems to have messed it up. Eventually, Westmeath come clear with their captain, Fiona Levy. And foul committed. It's going to be a free for Dublin. Our referee today, Philip MacDonald of Cavan, claiming there was travelling. And a chance for Dublin to get this opening score of this final. Looking for their 6th title, Dublin. Westmeath playing at this level in Croke Park for the very first time, looking for their first. So it will be Aoife Bolger of St. Oliver Plunkett's on Ruitt to take this close in free. No problem, straight over the bar, and Dublin take an early lead. In the 2nd minute of the game, it's Dublin leading by 1 point to no score. Blustery day here at headquarters. A little bit of rain before we threw in, but that seems to have abated, thankfully. Let's hope it keeps off now for the rest of the day. Long puck out by Fiona Keating, the Westmeath goalkeeper. Deirdre Johnson for Dublin. Here's their midfielder, Gráinne Power, up into the corner once again. Here's the point scorer, Aoife Bolger, dispossessed though. Westmeath trying to get something going. Great catch though in midfield from Gráinne Free for Dublin. Seem to be aiming for the corners a lot, trying to pull the Westmeath defence out wide. Good defending though by Judy McLaughlin for Westmeath. Again, a brilliant catch in the centre of the park by Gráinne Free. Gets the attack going for Dublin. Skipping inside is Leisha Quinn. Quinn, high hanging ball. Has it done enough? No, it drifts away to the right-hand side and wide, and that's the first wide of the game. So Dublin still leading by a point to no score, and we're 3 minutes into the contest here at a blustery Croke Park. Dublin against Westmeath in this Premier Junior final. Established first in 1969 for the New Ireland Cup. Name changed to the K Mills Cup in honour of the former player Kathleen Mills back in 2010. Dublin lead by a point to no score. Ball has drifted out of play on that far side. It's going to be a line ball. And a cut for the impressive Gráinne Free so far. Has been plucking some very good balls out of the air. Just shy of the 65. Not the greatest of cuts. Ball kick forward. Free comes free with it. Deirdre Johnson plays into the heart of the Westmeath defence. And it's going to be another free for Dublin as the foul is committed on Aoife Bolger, just to the right-hand side of the post, and a chance for Bolger to extend Dublin's lead. Only 4 minutes gone. The referee wants to have a word with one of the Westmeath players. That's Edel McCormick from Castletown Gagan, who's been spoken to by the referee. Indeed, that's the first yellow card, so she's walking a bit of a tightrope, Edel McCormick, even in the early stages of this game. So Aoife Bolger has put a free over for Dublin earlier on in the 2nd minute. Now in the 5th minute, a chance to extend Dublin's lead with this free. Successful. Bolger 2 points, Dublin 2 points. 4.5 minutes gone. Good crowd in from Westmeath, outnumbering the Dublin supporters who are in early for this junior match. Puck out taken by Fiona Keating. good distance on that. Keating, Westmeath really haven't got into this contest yet. Dublin are dominating proceedings in midfield. Here they come again. Played disrupted. Judy McLaughlin tries to pick it up for Westmeath, but it breaks kindly for Dublin. Down towards Leisha Quinn. Quinn battling with Laura Doherty. Squirts free to Judy McLaughlin. And added to by Caoimhe McCrossan. It's nicely picked up and dealt with by Emma Barron. Barron out to that far side. Really stretching the play. This is Roisin Baker. Comes off a Dublin player last, in fact, and it's going to be a sideline ball for Westmeath. Rain is starting again, unfortunately. Squally showers predicted throughout the day. Grey skies overhead. That sideline cut's gone straight out of play, so it'll be a sideline ball for Dublin. 6 minutes gone. Dublin leading by 2 points to no score in this Premier Junior County final. First of a triple header here today. Cork against Meath is the intermediate final, and then the senior final is Cork against Kilkenny. That's later on during the day. Currently in this junior final, Dublin in the ascendancy, leading by 2 points to no score and attacking once again. Westmeath have been under the cosh for quite a bit in this contest. Westmeath actually beat Dublin earlier on in the group stages by 110 to 2-6. That was in July of this year. In fact, Westmeath are unbeaten at this level all season. It's going to be a sideline ball for Westmeath. Trailing by 2 points to no score. 7 minutes gone. Dublin with a couple of frees from Aoife Bolger. Westmeath with the sideline ball. Mairead McCormick to take it. Cuts it down the line to Denise McGrath. McGrath is fouled by Emma Barron. Westmeath looks like they've got the advantage of that very strong breeze blowing into the Hill 16 end. Hill 16 deserted today. Plenty of colour, plenty of flags in the famous hill. It's going to be, it's free down below us. Should be taken by Dinah McLaughlin from Clonkill. Scoops and shoots. And it's just curling away to the left-hand side, and that's the first wide. Good attempt from a difficult angle. Didn't have the right trajectory, and that's the first wide for Westmeath. A wide each for both sides in this game. Foul, says referee Philip MacDonald from Cavan. In fact, he wants the puck out to be taken again. It was just taken too quickly by the Dublin goalkeeper, Aisling Spillane. So Spillane gets another crack at it. Outside the Hill 16 end of the ground. Down towards the halfway line. Good pickup by Grania Power for Dublin. Added to by Emma Barron. Once again, Dublin trying to work the angles into the corners all the time in this game. Here's their captain, Emer Keenan. She's lost her hurl, but she's made forward progression by kicking it forward into Bolger. She's got 2 points already. Can she get a third? No, she can't. To the left-hand side and wide, and remains Dublin 2 points. Westmeath no score. We're coming to the end of the 9th minute. Dublin beat Waterford handily enough in their opening Group 1 game. And another easy win over Offaly in the second game. Huge win against Wicklow. And then that defeat to Westmeath in the final group game, in the semi-final, a 112 to 9 points victory over Kerry has got them into this final. Keenan battling for the ball, plays it back to Grania Power, into the corner to Aoife Bolger. Can she keep it in play? Yes, she can. Bolger twists one way and then the next get away from our marker momentarily. Drops the ball, has got options. Back to Keenan, she drops it too, but is able to collect it again. Girl with the red helmet. Drifts away to the right-hand side. And third wide of the day for Dublin. Leaves it at Dublin 2 points, Westmeath no score, coming up to the end of the 10th minute. Took out for Westmeath, taken by Fiona Keating again. Gets plenty of distance down towards the halfway line. Weaver McCrossan. Crossing into the corner. Dublin defending well though. Back to McCrossan. Batted down by Elaine Finn for Westmeath. Chasing over it's Pamela Greville. Taken away from her and dispossessed and cleared down the line by Niamh Gleeson, the Dublin fullback, but Gleeson's put it straight out of play. It's going to be a sideline ball on that far side, which Dinah McLaughlin will take. Plays it short. There's Joanne McCormack. Back to McLaughlin again. This looks promising for Westmeath, the chance of their opening score. And they've got it. Pumped over the bar by Sheila McGrath. And Westmeath opened their account in the 12th minute. And it's Dublin 2 points, Westmeath 1. Took Westmeath until the 12th minute of the game to open the scoreline. Dublin leading by 2 points to 1. And we've nearly 12 minutes played here in Croke Park in this junior Premier Camogie final. Westmeath, incidentally, beat Wicklow in their opening game. And big win over Waterford, and also a big win over Offaly before, as you mentioned, that defeat over the Dubs 110 to 2-6 in their last group game, and beat last year's finalists Armagh by a point in the semi-final. And here they come again, a chance for the levelling score perhaps from Denise McGrath. McGrath though hustled out of it. It's taken a while for Westmeath to get into this contest. Taken away by Emma Barron for Dublin down the line. Skips away momentarily from Leisha Quinn. Quinn gets the ball in towards Bulger. Bulger's got a couple of points in this game. Bulger breaks free. A chance for perhaps the opening goal. Oh, while swinging it from Bulger. It was good defending from Westmeath. Momentarily it opened up for Bulger. Fiona Keating gets the ball clear. Here's Roisin Drowan for Dublin. Fellow midfielder Caoimhe McCrossan, though, for Westmeath, completes the clearance down towards the midpoint of the 45 and the 65. Good run this forward by Denise McGrath for Westmeath. McGrath for Westmeath goes an awful long way, and Dublin defenders swarm around her. McGrath eventually has been deemed to be pulled back by referee Philip MacDonald. Good run from around the 65-metre mark to the edge of the small square, or large square, and eventually she has been pulled back, and McGrath gets this free for Dublin. There's already been a yellow card in this game for Edel McCormack of Westmeath, and there's the second one. That's gone to Deirdre Johnston of Dublin. So very yellow cards from our referee Philip MacDonald from Cavan. Many Dublin players lined up on the line and protect their goal, but safely popped over the bar by Dina Loughlin, who's taking all the dead balls. And that's Westmeath's second point. Coming up to the quarter-hour mark. It is Dublin 2 points, Westmeath 2 points in this Premier Junior final. Dublin starting with the blaze, a couple of points from Aoife Bulger from frees, but Sheila McGrath and now Dina Loughlin with a close and free has levelled up this contest, and perhaps a chance now for Westmeath to take the lead for the first time, and they've done that. Lovely point from Hannah Core, the corner forward. 3 unanswered scores now. Remember, Westmeath playing with a very strong breeze at their backs in this opening half. Watery sun breaking through. Westmeath 3 points, Dublin 2 points. Long puck out, ball dropped by Aoife Dooley from Dublin. Matters not, because they retain possession with Roisin Baker. Poor ball by Baker though. Play broken up. Sarah King, the teacher, from Delvin into the Dublin half of the field. Grania free, up into the corner once again, trying to pick out the Dublin captain, Emer Keenan. Keenan able to bend down and scoop the ball up, but trying to get the ball forward to Leisha Quinn. Put it straight out of play. And Westmeath seem to have settled to their task now. 16 minutes in, Westmeath 3 points, Dublin 2 points. Sideline ball on that far side for Westmeath. A battle to get control down by the 45-metre line. Dublin eventually come clear with it. Ball up towards Bulger again. Can't get control of the dropping ball, but it breaks kindly for Dublin. Chance for the levelling score. Ooh, good save indeed from a shot that came in from Roisin Drowan by Fiona Keating. Looked like it was going to drop over the bar, but Keating got a good strong hurl to it and batted the ball away. So still remains Westmeath 3 points, Dublin 2 points. Dublin's second team in this Camogie final. The senior team beaten in the semi-final last month. That's good play by Quiva McCrossan. You just get a feeling that Westmeath are starting to grow into this game. Here's Hannah Course, who's already got a score for Westmeath. Fresh air shot by Pamela Greville. Greville, I guess, to take the ball with her. No quarter asked, no quarter being given in that Dublin defence. The referee calls for a foul, I think, on Roisin McLaughlin. Dublin will get their free. There's also an injury in the centre of the park, which we have a delay in the game. One of the Westmeath players being tended to, just had a shot. Dublin leading by 2 points to no score after 5 minutes. A couple of early scores from Aoife Bulger, close in frees, but then Sheila McGrath, Dinah McLaughlin and Hannah Core with 3 unanswered. And it's Westmeath now leading by 3 points to 2. The injured player is Mairead McCormack. She's now back on her feet, and we can get on with the resumption in play. Will be this Dublin free. Keep inside their own half. Their goalkeeper, Aisling Spillane, takes it. Breaks kindly for Grania Power. Westmeath seem to have worked out that Dublin are trying to get the ball into the corners a lot of the times in this game, and are stepping forward in front of their markers. And Westmeath, who had beaten Dublin earlier on this year, lead by 3 points to 2. And we've 19 minutes gone in this first half. Sideline ball for Dublin. Grania Power from Naomh Marrow to take it. Westmeath break free. Their captain, Fiona Levy. Played forward by Emma Barron for Dublin. Here's Caoimhe McCrossan, becoming ever more an influence on this play for Westmeath. Chance to add to their scoreline, and they've done it. Westmeath now leading by 4 points to 2. Dinah McLaughlin has got her second point of this final, and 4-2 to Westmeath after 20 minutes. Long-range score for McLaughlin, who's also taking the dead balls for Westmeath, and that's her first score from play. Westmeath 4, Dublin 2. Sunshine threatening to break out here at headquarters. Sideline ball straight to a Dublin player. Here at Johnson. Played inside though to Caoimhe McCrossan. Picked up by Hannah Corr. Corr makes some space for herself, and Corr puts it straight over the black spot. And Westmeath is starting to pull ahead here now. 5 points to 2, having been under the cosh for the opening 10 minutes or so. It took them 12 minutes to score their opening point of the game. Since then, they've scored 5 unanswered and leave by 5 points to 2. 21 minutes gone. Laura Doherty. It's going to drift out of play though. It will be a sideline ball for Dublin. You need to settle. Started well, but faded out since. Wind has abated just a bit, swirling about quite a bit in the opening stages of this game, but it's settled down. And a few flecks of blue appearing overhead. Or Doherty, that ball to pick out Denise McGrath. Good run by McGrath, gets deep into the side, the Dublin half of the field. Here's a chance for McGrath from distance. It's going to drift away to the right-hand side and wide. Second wide of the game for Westmeath, and they still lead by 5 points to 2. And we've 22 minutes gone in this Premier Junior final. Westmeath making their very first appearance in Croke Park. Gone a step further than 2016 when they exited the championship at the semi-final stage. The first time ever to play in Croke Park, and there was a foul committed. So that wide has been chalked off. Will be Dinah Loughlin again. She's already got 2 points in this game. Difficult angle out on that left-hand side, just inside the 45-metre mark. Loughlin. She got the accuracy. Nope. 23 minutes gone. Remains Westmeath 5, Dublin 2. Dublin haven't scored since the 5th minute. They are playing with that wind against their faces. Took out by Aisling Spillane for Dublin. Lands in the centre of the park. Picked up by Denise McGrath. McGrath looks at the posts. It's going to drop short. It should be the Dublin goalkeeper. Spillane does well under the high dropping ball. Westmeath are swarming forward. They really aren't in control of this game now. 5 unanswered scores from Westmeath has them leading by 5 points to 2 in the 24th minute. Once again, that play is broken up by Westmeath, by Laura Doherty. And the best defenders on show out there for Westmeath. Down towards Hannah Corr. And the trip by Denise McGrath. A midwife from Delvin commits the foul. Got the opening point of the game for Westmeath in the 12th minute. 4 scores since, as we come up to the 25th minute, as Westmeath leading by 5 points to 2. Ronja free of Nafina to take this free for Dublin. Just not getting anything going up front so far. Dublin need to get a score just to settle themselves. Haven't scored since the 5th minute, and travelling is called against Aoife Dooley. for Dublin. Westmeath manager Johnny Greville will be very pleased with what he's seen down there from Westmeath, having gone 2 points to no score down. A very good response, and they have a free now just outside their own 45-metre line. Their goalkeeper, Fiona Keating, from Cullion, takes it deep into the heart of the Dublin defence, picked up by Denise McGrath. McGrath loves to run forward. McGrath gets in close, tries the shot for goal! Lovely finish by McGrath. She's been threatening to do that all game. The free was taken by Fiona Keating, straight to Denise McGrath. Skipped inside her marker, went straight in on goal. You could see the intent from the moment she got the ball. And Aisling Spillane in the Dublin goal could do nothing about it, diving away to her left-hand side, powerless to see the ball end up at the back of the net. And now Westmeath are really in control. 1-5 to 2 points in the 26th minute. 8 points to 2 on the scoreline for Westmeath, looking for their first junior Premier title against Dublin, looking for their 6th. And Dublin are in trouble, haven't scored since the 5th minute. A chance again for Westmeath to extend their advantage. And the white flag is raised as Sheila McGrath, who scored the opening point, gets her second to add to the goal of Denise McGrath. And it's 1-6 to 2 points for Westmeath, who are certainly taking advantage of the elements in this first half with that strong breeze behind their backs. Can they add to their tally? One of the Westmeath players lying injured, so our referee Philip MacDonald will call a halt to the play. Wind is just getting up once again. It's going to be that kind of day. Dublin leading by 2 points to no score at one stage after 5 minutes, but what a riposte from Westmeath. 1-6 without reply, including Denise McGrath's goal in the 25th minute. Sheila McGrath's got a couple of points. Dana McLaughlin also a couple of points in a brace from Hannah Core. Westmeath's Sheila McGrath, who scored that last point. Now back on her feet, and we can resume play. 28 minutes gone in this Junior Premier final. Westmeath 1-6, Dublin 2 points. It's free for Dublin, deep inside their own half of the field, not where they want to be, but Gráinne Free takes it, batted away, going towards Sheila McGrath, and now Dana McLaughlin, half blocked. Minutes go to half time. There will be a bit of added time because we had a few injuries in this game. That's a poor ball. And the referee has decided there's been a bit of pulling earlier on in that build-up. It's going to be a free for Westmeath out on that far side. Dana McLaughlin has been taking these frees on this far side. She's doing so again. Got a couple of points in this game. Last one drifted away to the left-hand side and wide. Chance to add to their tally as we come up to half-time. Westmeath 1-6. Dublin just 2 points. Here's McLaughlin. Has she got the accuracy? Has she got the range? Yes, she has. 1-7 without reply for Westmeath. McLaughlin unerring. Nice score. So third point of the opening half, right on the stroke of half-time. We're into added time now. Additional 2 minutes to be added. And the injury time was a little bit more than that, but referee Philip MacDonald decided that he's going to add just the 2 minutes at the end of the opening 30. Dublin need the break. Westmeath, they're certainly on top. Sideline cut, missed initially. It's going to be one for Westmeath again, which McLaughlin will attempt. Right on the halfway line. Westmeath 1-7, Dublin 2 points. A lot of work to do for the Dublin management team, led by Shane Plowman, to do at half-time to get his team up and running in the second half. But Westmeath looking for more, and a foul committed on Pamela Greville, and this is McLaughlin territory, close in. To the left-hand side of the posts, just outside the arc of the exclusion zone. Rain starts to fall at headquarters again. McLaughlin's got 3 points in this opening half, should be easy for her. McLaughlin makes it 1-8 with that reply. And Dublin heading for a real pasting here, unless they get something going in the second half. 2 minutes is added time. McLaughlin gets her 4th point of the opening half in this junior Premier final, and Westmeath lead 1-8 to 2 points. And there's the half-time whistle blown by referee Philip MacDonald. Dublin started well, led by 2 points to no score, but 1-8 without reply for Westmeath has it at half-time. Westmeath in this junior Premier final, the happier of the two counties. Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 2 points. Second half underway then in this junior Premier final. And Westmeath lead by 1-8, 2 points. I'm John Kenny with you on commentary on this second half. Dublin led by 2 points to no score after just 5 minutes, but whirlwind of scores from Westmeath. 1-8 without reply, as them leading at half-time by 11 points to 2, seeking their first ever Junior Premier final victory. Dublin have success in this before. 5 times they've won it. There's Freeze free into the heart of the Westmeath defence, a chance of a Dublin goal, and that's exactly what they needed. Roisin Baker for Dublin in the opening seconds of the second half has put life back into this Dublin team, and it's exactly what they needed after that onslaught, and it's their first score since the 5th minute of the game, and Roisin Baker buries it to give Dublin hope in this final. Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-1, and that will give them heart. Westmeath played with a strong breeze at their backs in the first half, but it's hard to know where that breeze is blowing at times because it's swirling about. Here's Sheila McGrath for Westmeath. Good defensive duties by Dublin initially, but it's broken kindly for Denise McGrath. McGrath, though, puts it to the left-hand side and wide. So it remains Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-1. Roisin Baker's goal seconds into the second half. Let's cut the gap back to 6 points. We'll scrap to get the ball. It's free. Resting forward for Dublin. McDonald lets the play go on. This is Caoimhe McCrossan, a very big influence in the first half from midfield for Westmeath. That ball's not going to go out of play. And a core scored 2 points in the opening half for Westmeath. Loses out. Ball into the centre of the park. Quality from Dublin now in the second half. The goal has obviously lifted them, and the goal scorer was Roisin Baker, and here she is. Flips the ball inside. Batted forward by Leisha Quinn. It looks like a foul. Referee just waits for an advantage to accrue. It doesn't. One of the Westmeath players lying down injured. The break in play. Westmeath led by 1-8 to 2 points at half-time. Dublin 2 points to no score after 5 minutes. Aoife Bulger with some close-in frees. Didn't score again till the opening seconds of the second half of that Roisin Baker goal. So that's given them some hope. Injury sorted. Baker tries to pick it up for Dublin. 5 or 6 from both sides involved here before actually it squirts clear and down into the Dublin half of the field. Strong challenge by Deirdre Johnston for Dublin. Battling with it. The forward is Ciara Buchanan. First real involvement in the game. Buchanan is fouled. Free for Dublin. So the goalkeeper will take. Aisling Spillane. Genetic technologist. Is her career. Here's Spillane, just outside her own 45. Long puck into the Westmeath half of the field. Here's Leisha Quinn and Evelyn Toomey. They get a bit scrappy now. Going to be content though to get the ball to Aoife Bulger. Bulger on the right hand side. Bulger goes for the point. Lovely score from Bulger. That's her third of this game. And whatever the Dublin management said at half-time, Shane Plowman, their manager, is having the desired effect. Her third score cuts the gap. 35 minutes gone. Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-2. Westmeath have already beaten Dublin this year in the championship and the round-robin stages in the group. Westmeath, 1-point winners over last year's finalists Armagh in the semi-final. Dublin beat Kerry 1-12 to 9 points in the semi-final. Evelyn Toomey got their goal on that occasion. It's Roisin Baker who's got this goal for Dublin today. Straight out of play, side ball for Westmeath. % record for Westmeath, up to today. They're the informed team. They'll draw plenty of inspiration from that group stage win over Dublin. Dublin now back in it. (1-8) to 1-2. Favour of Westmeath. We've got 36 minutes gone. Julie McLaughlin forward for Westmeath. Much more open contest than the opening 30. A bit more scrappy now in the second half. It's Grania free for Dublin. Just outside her own 20-metre line. Foul. Dublin will be able to get the ball now into the Westmeath half of the field, which they need to do. Trailing by 11 points to 6. Good catch. Strong run as well by Emer Keenan on that far side. Bursting forward, Dublin a chance. Perhaps with Aoife Dooley, and Roisin Baker commits the foul. The referee deemed that she'd actually tried to pick the ball off the ground with the hand. 1-8 to 1-3 in favour of Westmeath. 38 minutes gone. Aoife Bolger with 3 points for Dublin. Roisin Baker with 3 points herself. Well, that was a goal. Seconds into the second half. And now 5 between the sides. Here come Dublin again. It's their substitute, Sinead Nolan. Nolan introduced at half-time. Dublin's certainly up for it now in the second half. Whatever they said at half-time's been working. Here's Emer Keenan, their captain, dropped by Fiona Keating in the Westmeath goal. She got away with that one, helped out by her captain, Fiona Levy. This is Mairead McCormack. Dublin goalkeeper tries to collect it. Aisling Spillane, somehow, between herself and her defenders, able to get the ball clear into the corner. It's going to be a sideline ball for Dublin. Yes, it is. Ciara Buchanan does well. Of Nafina. Picked up by Roisin Drowan. Drowan, the midfielder for Dublin. Westmeath 1-8. Dublin 1-3. Westmeath haven't scored in the second half, and we're 10 minutes into it now. Dublin have got a goal and a point. 5 between the sides. Dublin searching for their 6th junior title. Last win for Dublin back in 2006. Lost in the 1974 and 1983 finals. New generation of players out there. 11 years since they last lifted the K-Mills Cup. Roisin Dwyer. Listen to Roisin Drohan. Drohan. Short jab into Aoife Bulger. Bulger surrounded by two Westmeath players. Bulger scored 3 points in this game. Doesn't come off the best on that occasion. Westmeath get it cleared through Edel McCormack. Bulger. Now here's the goal scorer. Difficult angle. It's not got the desired direction. It's Dublin's fourth wide of this game. First in the second half. Remains Westmeath 1-8. Dublin 1-3. 41 minutes gone. Took out to be taken by Fiona Keating. It's great distance on our puck outs. Ball dropped by Mairead McCormack for Westmeath. He's going to give a free to Dublin, claimed it was a chop on that far side. It's going to be Aoife Bulger. Plays her club Camogie with St Oliver Plunkett's and Owen Rua, who's going to trot out to that far side to take it. Long way out on the 45-metre line. Difficult angle as well, just a couple of meters or so inside the touchline on that far side. Teacher. Career. Chance for her fourth point to reduce their gap again. It's flat. The greatest to freeze. Dublin though try and pick it up with Sinead Wild. Here's their substitute. Wild. And she put it over the bar. No, she can't. Those wides are mounting up for Dublin. That's 5 now. Wild with a wide. 5 wides for Dublin, and it remains Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-3. Nearly 43 minutes gone, 13 minutes into the second half. A wild and windy day at Croke Park. Westmeath lead by 5 points in this junior final. There's 3 games on at headquarters today. The intermediate game will follow this one between Cork and Meath. All picked up by the Westmeath goalkeeper Fiona Keating. Did well there under pressure from Aoife Bulger to get it clear. There's a chop. This is our referee Philip MacDonald. Foul committed by Deirdre Johnston. On a yellow card as well, Deirdre Johnston, from an earlier infringement. In fact, Johnston's the one that's deemed to have been fouled. Westmeath's Diana McLaughlin is pleading her case, but to no avail. That's a second yellow card for Westmeath. Edel McLaughlin, the fullback, got one earlier on for her side. So free for Dublin, just outside the 45-metre line. And Aoife Bulger, 3 points to her credit, just to the right-hand side of the posts, a long way out. She's shown that she can be accurate with 2 earlier frees. Is she accurate with this one? Yes, she is. And Dublin, who scored a goal and 2 to no score in the second half, now trail 1-8 to 1-4. And we've nearly 45 minutes gone. 15 to go, just over, plus any added time. Still a long way to go. Dublin trailing by 4. They trailed by 9 at one stage. Goal and 2 unanswered in the second half has cut that gap back to just 4 points. Welcome off the stick of Sheila McGrath last. Donna McLaughlin, I should say, wearing 12. McLaughlin 4 points for her side in the opening half. Nothing in the second half. The wind is quite strong out there. Westmeath had it at the backs in the first half. Dublin in the second, so they're taking advantage of that now, but getting the early goal certainly has raised their spirits. Here's Aoife Dooley for Dublin. Down towards the goal scorer, Roisin Baker. Baker. A bit slow from Leisha Quinn there, expecting the ball to come to her. Play broken up, but it's gone out that far side, nothing that Diana McLaughlin can do. Prevent it from going out for sideline ball for Dublin. Sideline cuts haven't been of the highest today, but the conditions are difficult. Swirling breeze, it's been raining at times as well. Slippery conditions on the foot. Westmeath haven't scored in the second half. This is Denise McGrath. Dublin come away with it. To try and pick it up is Evelyn Toomey. Toomey got a push in the back. Free for Dublin. It's the midfielder, Roisin Drowan, who takes it. Batted down well by Fiona Levy. Well, they had a cushion of 9 points at half-time. It looks like Westmeath certainly needed it. The gap's down to 4 now. We've got salvo from Dublin, a goal and 2 points. Aoife Bulger getting 4 scores in total for Dublin today, and a goal from Roisin Baker. Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-4. Deep in the Dublin half of the field, going down to her knees to collect is Aisling Spillane, the Dublin goalkeeper. There's Emma Barron for Dublin, dispossessed. Nice little flip by Pamela Greville. Get this attack going for Westmeath. Batted into the corner by Hannah Course. She's got a couple of points in the first half for Westmeath. Nothing for her or her team in the second half. And it comes away nice and kindly for the Dublin goalkeeper, Aisling Spillane. And Spillane gets that clear for Dublin. Nice little pick-up by Evelyn Toomey. Scored a goal against Kerry in the semi-final. Roisin Baker got a goal in this final for Dublin to get them going in the second half. Baker chips one forward. Straight to the Westmeath goalkeeper, made a bit of a hash of it. Here's Aoife Bulger. Bulger was tumbled, and they're looking quizzically at the referee. It was right on the edge of the large square. And what's he given here? Donna Keating in the... Oh, that looks like a penalty. Is he going to give it? Actually, he's decided to opt out of that perhaps a little bit. That looked like a penalty for Fiona Keating. She tapped Aoife Bulger with the hurley, and she went to ground. The referee decides no penalty on that occasion, but Dublin do have themselves a 45 substitution on the Dublin team. And O'Flynn is on for Evelyn Toomey. Dublin 1-8, Dublin 1-4, Westmeath 1-8, and it's gone wide. And Bulger's been pretty accurate with a couple of early frees in this game. And 2 in the second half, 2 points in the second half, 1 from the sideline. That one a little bit easier. And that's the 6th wide of the game for Dublin today. And Westmeath still leading 1-8 to 1-4. Haven't scored in the second half. And we're reaching 50 minutes. Pick up by Pamela Greville for Westmeath. This is Dinah McLaughlin. Dinah McLaughlin's got 4 points in fact in this game, and that's the I thought it was the first score of the second half for Westmeath, but it's gone wide. Shot by Denise McGrath. 1 point in the opening half. There's a substitute for Westmeath. Aoife Higgins is on. And off goes Denise McGrath. That was her last hurrah in this Premier Junior final. Nice catch by Mairead McCormack. Swirling rain is back. Dublin done all the scoring in the second half. Goal and 2, but they still trail. Surely Westmeath can't go through this second half without actually scoring. Less than 10 minutes to go. Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-4. 4 points between them in this Premier Junior final. Westmeath looking for their first ever success at this level. Dublin looking for their 6th, the last in 2006. Played forward by Deirdre Johnston for Dublin. There's Caoimhe McCrossan. Just not allowed to tarry on the ball too long. Baker's in there, the goal scorer for Dublin. Referee's trying to let the play develop. Here's one of the Dublin substitutes. Is fouled. And Sinead Wild from Coola Club, South Dublin. Foul committed by Laura Doherty of Westmeath. Aoife Bulger once again has been taking all these dead balls for Dublin. Missed one from a better angle. 45, not so long ago. Here's a chance just outside the 45-metre mark. She's now been urged by the referee to put it back a couple of yards. The metres indeed. 52 minutes gone. Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-4. Westmeath haven't scored since the second minute of added time in the first half. Flat free, and it's a poor one. And she looks at the ground in disgust. Bulger's got 4 points in this game, but it was a poor effort from her. Dublin 7's wide. It remains Westmeath 1-8, Dublin 1-4. Talked by Fiona Keating. Elaine Flynn for Westmeath. Both sides making substitutions now in this second half. There's Aoife Higgins for Westmeath. Denise McGrath. Fiona Loughlin involved there as well. Actually, Seymour Keenan, the red helmet for Dublin. Intercepted though by Judy McLaughlin for Westmeath. Dublin fullback Gleeson ran straight into her own captain on that occasion. Just breaks up the play. Time ticking down. Westmeath had a big cushion at half-time at 9 points. The margin now back to 4. 1-8 to 1-4. They may not need to score in the second half, but I'm sure they'd love to. 4 up, looking for their first ever junior Premier title. Here's a chance though for Paula Greville for Westmeath. Greville, and that's the first score of the second half for Westmeath, and the much needed 1-2. Paula Greville makes it 1-9 to 1-4. Comes in the 55th minute. Nice score. Just shortened the grip on the hurl and popped it over Aisling Spillan's crossbar. 5 points the gap now. It's 1 point for Westmeath in the second half, but a big cushion at half-time, and the gap out to 5 again. Should be easy for the Dublin fullback, Niamh Gleeson. A bit of a mess of it, Gleeson. After that far side, though, to Emma Barron. It's the Dublin midfielder, mostly Drowan. And the scrap develops just by the 45-metre line. Here's Wild for Dublin. Flips it in towards Bulger. Bulger goes to ground. He's claiming She was fouled. The referee, Philip MacDonald from Cavan, not impressed. Dublin, though, coming forward again in search of a score. Here's the midfielder, Roisin Drowan. Drowan steps inside, flips one in towards a dangerous part of the pitch, and it's going to dribble out for 45. Drowan with the ball into the large square, skipped away from everybody, and just for a second it looked like the Dublin substitute Sinead Nolan was going to get something on that. It came off Westmeath player. Now with less than 5 minutes to go, chance for Dublin to get a score to pull the gap back to 4. Now Aoife Bolger has been taking these frees from the 45. They've changed it now, given Roisin Baker from the Fianna a chance to reduce the gap. Also guilty of missing a couple of relatively easy ones. Here's Baker now. She's got a goal in this game, and it's come off the post and over the crossbar, and that registers. And Roisin Baker, who got a goal in the opening seconds of the second half, gets her first point of the contest. In fact, only 2 of the Dublin players have actually scored. In Roisin Baker, goal and point now. Bolger has got 4. And we have 56 and a bit minutes gone. Westmeath lead 1-4 to 1-5 in this Premier Junior final. Forward by Joanne McCormack. Added to by the substitute, and that's a good score from Aoife Higgins. She's only on the pitch a matter of minutes, and the Westmeath support celebrate. The gap back out to 5 again. Lovely score from Aoife Higgins. And it's now 1-10 to 1-5. Westmeath on the cusp of winning their first ever junior Camogie title. Substitutions on the Westmeath team. Ray McCormack's gone off, but we will follow the play. Aisling Spillane for Dublin, their goalkeeper. Time is not on Dublin's side now. Could do with a goal. They got a goal early in the second half. They could do with another one here. Aoife Bolger. Aoife Dooley. Crowded out. Dooley again. By the 20-metre line. Dublin desperate to get the ball back. A substitute. Ciara Carlin. Dispossessed. Good play by Elaine Finn. Sets Westmeath in motion. Sheila McGrath. Tries to play it into the full forward. Pamela Greville. She got a point in the second half. Just steady things for Westmeath. Out to the midfielder, Caoimhe McCrossan. McCrossan looks at the posts. It's going to bounce safely into the arms of the Dublin goalkeeper, Aisling Spillane. We're in the last minute, plus added time. Westmeath 1-10, Dublin 1-5 in this junior final. It's Westmeath at this stage, looking that they're going to go on to win it and deny Dublin a 6th title. Westmeath should win their first. Not over yet. And the Baron for Dublin bursts forward. Added to by Sinead Wilde for Dublin. Bolger. Bolger's been well marked. Good job on her by Edel McCormack for Westmeath, the Westmeath fullback. In towards Bolger. Snicked away from her by Sarah King for Westmeath. Bolger. Wilde. Sinead Wilde looking for goal for Dublin. They need one now at this stage. We're into added time. Just 1 minute of added time. And Westmeath leading by 5 points in this junior final, 110 to 1-5. Can they hang on? Here's Baker. Baker puts it over the bar, but that may not be enough in this game. Baker's got a goal and 2 in the second half. Westmeath 110, Dublin 1-6. There's only seconds to go now. Westmeath leading by 4 points, taking all the time in the world. Their goalkeeper, Fiona Keating. The referee has a look at the watch. 10 seconds to go. It looks like it's going to be Westmeath's crown. Picked up by Sinead Nolan. The referee has another look at the watch, lets the play develop. We're going over that 1 minute of added time. Here's the Dublin captain, Emer Keenan. Keenan trying to get in on goal, plays it to Baker. Wild swing by Bulger. And is that it? Has Westmeath done enough? Still the play goes on. Here's Bulger. And that's it, it's all over, and Westmeath celebrate their first ever success at junior level. They drop to their knees in celebration for Westmeath. Despair for Dublin. Missing out on their 6th title, but congratulations to Westmeath. They are the All-Ireland Junior Premier Camogie champions for 2017. They led 1-8 to 2 points at half-time. Dublin made them work for it in the second half. They cut the gap back to 4 points at one stage, but in the end, Westmeath prevailed. On a final score, Westmeath 110, Dublin 1-6.
Actually, it's very nice something doing before, and then I'm like wrong to the idea of my she did. Doesn't somebody make sure to take
First game up for decision here in Croke Park was the junior final between Dublin and Westmeath, and Westmeath won. Take that out. So take out the Westmeath one between Dublin and Westmeath. If you go back up, sorry, go scroll back. Go back to the very top. But sorry. The first game up for decision here in Croke Park was the junior final, full stop. And Westmeath claimed their very first All-Ireland at this level. Is that correct? Hyphen Yes, Kev. Yeah, just give me 2 minutes if you wouldn't mind, please. This level, hyphen, in fact. Today was their first day at Croke Park. Was it their first day to perform in Croke Park?
Yeah, first time in Croke Park, so it's a big one.
So full stop, new thingy-mabob if you return. Yeah, this goal from Denise McGrath set them on their way to a 110 to 1-5 win over Dublin. Oh, is that all there is? Okay, grand, yeah. We might change. What was the half-time score? They were well up at half. They were 1-8. Okay. So they dominated from the top. So just go back to before this goal, please. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So before this goal put in, they were the underdogs, were they, Westmeath?
Yeah, Dublin were favourites.
Yeah, yeah.
The underdogs dominated from the start with Denise McGrath's goal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1,
Setting
2,
them
1,
on
2,
their
1,
way
2.
to dominate from the start against Dublin. Sorry. Full stop. Denise McGrath's goal set them on their way, please. And you can take out over Dublin. So just set them on their way to a 110 to 1-5 win. Thanks. Thanks, Robert. 110 to 1-5. Oh, 110 to 1-6, please, Robert.
Okay.
So whenever Kev is ready, I'll have a look. I know, I can hear you telling her to shut up. I thought you were talking to me momentarily. Are we going to stick this shot in at the end? Fiona Leahy, is that what you called her?
Yeah.
Levy. Okay. Okay. Just put Fiona Levy in brackets at the end of that script, please, in case there's a shot of her with a cup. Check. Oh,
So what do you need, what you don't need?
I need all of that, yeah. But it looks more natural. It looks more natural if it's messy.
As it goes through, it can get messy with, but just thought the ambient shot. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I just hide it over here and then you can grab it.
I can put it under there.
So, Sean. Oh, sorry, we'll just go through this first, yeah.
You're going to put it at your feet there.
Robert, can we just go to the bit we just wrote, please? Okay. Yeah, that one. The first game up for decision here in Croke Park was the junior final, and Westmeath claimed their very first All-Ireland at this level. In fact, today was the first day to perform in Croke Park. The underdogs dominated from the start against Dublin. Denise McGrath's goal set them on their way to a 110 to 1-6 win. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, will we have a word on how big a deal that was for Westmeath? Like, it is a big deal, yeah? Yeah, we'll just do a quick little reaction, yeah? Thank you.
They're all open, okay?
Yeah, just a real quick yeah. And But that comes after our chat, isn't it? Check. So I introduce the guys and then I talk to them, yeah? And this talk is general chat about the seniors, yeah. And then we talk. Check. Check. Okay.
I know it's not going to last, but
Yeah.
at least we can start the show. Hang on.
I don't think I have script in for the idents, but that's okay.
2 minutes left.
That's fine. I presume it goes intermediate final first and then senior final. Sure, we'll see.
Minute and a half there.
And it's the bar show Johnny Trevor, that's the guy that's over to me. Westmeath.
And Davis, yeah.
No, it's him. It's him.
Oh no, this is me. That's the way.
Yeah, well,
1 minute to wear.
So after ident, it's introduce the guys and then a chat.